then, and today is update 1 of building Lego Starkiller Base from the Force Awakens. Now if you didn't see my previous video explaining why I'm building this and what's happened to Gotham, make sure you check that out. There'll be a link in the cards and also in the description. But without further ado, I'm going to show you how much I've built in the last couple of weeks. Now, I am jumping straight into it, and you can see that I've already built quite a lot, but you can see now on the screen I have got some photographs of what it looked like beforehand. And you can see that under all of this that I've used a lot of Duplo to be the inside of the Starkiller base, because you can see that the ground level doesn't actually start on the base plate. It starts a little bit higher up because I've got lots of underground sections which I'm going to show you now. So down here is where the underground sections are, and you can see that I've got a railway that does run all the way around the Starkiller base, and the purpose of this train is to take troops from one part of the base to the other and also supplies. Now, forewarning, anything you see in this video is not finished whatsoever. So you can see that I have put plates above here, but it's all going to be covered in white bricks so it looks like a snowy landscape. And you can also see that I've got the some snowy parts there as well, but there isn't any snow covering this part, and that's all going to come in future updates. Firstly, this first section, you can see that I've covered all the Duplo in this area, and you can see that it's got a lot of pipes hanging from the ceiling and from the walls, as this is quite an industrial area. However, this area is not finished like the rest of the base, and there will be more pipes and more crates and things like that in this area. Then moving left, you can see another area which is almost done, and this is the lift area. You can see some walls in the background which I'm quite happy with and are quite detailed, and also the lift which is electronic like the one in my Wayne Tower, and this does go up to the command centre. Now the command centre is a section I've been working quite a lot on, and I am fairly happy with it. You can see that I've completely built the first section, which is the actual command centre, but I've not put the walls around the back section where the motor and the electronics will be for the lift. That's only because I'm just working on the system that will pull the lift up and down, so I wasn't able to build the walls around that yet. But now I'll take a look inside and show you what I've built so far. So you can see that once you remove the roof, you can look inside the command centre. So I'm not going to go into every little detail, but you can see that this area is nearly finished. However, there is still some work to be done, such as some tiling towards the back, and of course I've got to finish this whole back section as well. You can now see the main area I need to work on for the command centre, and that is where the lift is going to come up. You can see that I've just about worked out the system for the elevator, and I do pretty much know how to do it because I did it in my Wayne Tower beforehand in Gotham City. You can see that I do need to build a complete wall around it, and then the command centre will be almost done. You can also see that I've pretty much done what holds up the command centre. Next to the command centre is another big area that is going to be in my Starkiller base, and that is the hangar where all the ships will be contained. Unfortunately, I've not made any progress on this really, except doing a little bit of the flooring and also done a little walkway here. And you can also see the train engine down there, but I've not built the carriage which troops will stand on. So once again, the train is controlled by this remote. Also at the back of the hangar you can see a wall that is still completely Duplo, and this is something that I'm going to move on to very soon. Now the hangar will come above ground level a little bit, and this part is also going to be completely black, similar to the command centre. Now I'm a bit worried that I may not have enough bricks to do this all completely without ordering a brick link, so I may have to order a brick link to get this done, but that's not really a problem at all. Now moving on to a section which I have not worked on at all yet. This is going to be the forest area from the Force Awakens, where Kylo Ren, Finn and Rey have their battle at the end. Another area which I've not worked on is here, and this is going to be one of the trenches seen on Starkiller Base. Moving back from the trench, you can now see the main snow landscape of Starkiller Base. Now you can see that this is built with stud knot on top techniques. You can also see some little grey pieces poking through the snow, and they won't be there when the MOC is finished. They're just there to allow me to attach these snow mounds across the landscape. Now an interesting feature of this MOC is that this whole snow section is actually removable to reveal an underground layer. Here you can see the main underground part of Starkiller Base. Now, of course, it's not entirely finished, as you can see. The first section that I'm building is the place where Rey was held captive in The Force Awakens. Now, it's not entirely accurate, but it's my interpretation, and I think it's going to turn out quite well when it's finished. You can also see some raised walkways, which I still need to figure out how I'm going to attach this section here, which is at an angle. You can see down there another one of those slanted walls, which I'm very happy with, and I think it looked quite accurate to the one seen in The Force Awakens. At this back section, you can see where the train will drop off troopers to this section. Now you can see that I've included a rock face inside the base. Now, I included this because I do remember seeing some rock faces inside the base in the film. Now, moving back, you can see a section which I've not worked on at all, and this is going to be the prison area of this base. You can see above that is Kylo Ren's quarters, and you can see that I've included the Darth Vader mask in there. Now, I still also need to finish this area as well. So that's everything for update 1 of Starkiller Base. Now, this of course isn't going to be entirely accurate to Starkiller Base seen in the film, and it's impossible really for me at the moment because there's no way of finding all the images of Starkiller Base that are in the film because it isn't out on DVD and isn't easily accessible. But I wouldn't really want it to be completely accurate anyway. It is of course just my interpretation, and it's only going on the aesthetics and the look and feel of what we saw in The Force Awakens.